None of my TVs want to work the way they're supposed to work. I'm in an electronic fuzzball kind of afternoon. Nothing seems to work. My TVs don't want to work. They go to some damn anyway. Hey, you can barely hear me? What? Good evening, Giggles. Turned up all the way. What I need is somebody come on here and talk so I can. Comes Joe, maybe. Hello, Joe. Joe, can you hear me all right? I can't hear you.
Judge is right. There's two steps here. China was isolated. All the other countries are coming to the table. Done is done. If this upsets Democrats, you have then made another honest move that you've sided with Tesla vandals, migrant gangs, men invading women's spaces, and now communist China. It is hysterical to me what Trump defense of is this the Democrats were the party of Main Street, and the Republicans were the party of Wall Street.
Can you hear me all right? But I can't hear you at all.
Step back, look at it's right. So sealing the border, that's Main Street. And in Wall Street, reporting criminals, that's Main Street. Getting creeps out of women's sports, Main Street. Moving after fentanyl, what we didn't care about that. Still building heroin. That's Main Street. We opened somebody's died from that. And then zebra mussels. The fish.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Well, I can hear you better now. I don't know. I had my phone volume all the way up, and I could still like barely hear you, but
You
I
can't
can
hear
hear
me?
you good now.
Yeah, now I can hear you, Joe.
Years, he doesn't get 2 Fs. He's doing this. You might not see the results.
Talk to me, TJ.
Okay, can you hear me now? How about now? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
No,
I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay.
I can't hear you, TJ.
You can't hear me at all, for real?
I can't hear you. No, for real.
Stop the spread. You know,
Oh gosh.
the laptop is fake. The border is secure. Russian collusion's really happening. Joe Biden is fine. And then the worst, when they pretend to have a solution, what is the solution?
Okay, so we must be working now, right?
Yeah, it's working now. Yeah.
And he's against it. He's perhaps the most radical president ever.
TJ.
I went and got my hair cut today, and I had to get a new
Wearing the leather
a
jacket.
new frame for my posters because the one that was in there fell off the wall and broke. Kind of made me angry.
And let's just wait and see. Taking it day by day.
Because in 90 days, the laws of economics are not going to change.
Made you angry.
Yeah, because I was laying on my bed and I just heard something fall and I was like, what the fuck was that? So I came downstairs to see what it was, and sure enough, it was a damn poster fell off the wall.
They believe here.
Cheap Walmart fucking poster, fucking frame that was in there.
Right, I mean, so something that to me is
So I went to Hobby Lobby and bought a new one.
not just Main Street, and these are like 90-10 issues.
Yes.
90% of the country agrees with him, so that encompasses a lot of people on Wall Street as well. And you have a ton of people who were saying,
Herbert Jackson is upbound.
One of the ships.
Yep,
and so when he said people are getting iffy,
it's about a half hour from Black River. So I don't know.
Oh.
Should I go get it?
Well,
You're gonna go whether we
the
tell
one
you
that
no or
got
not.
How was the one that you got this morning?
I got 3 of them today.
Oh wow, that's cool.
This will make 4.
No matter what we
Sure,
tell
then.
you, you're gonna go. So
No, I always listen to you guys.
my ass.
Because DJ, you know, the best way to live life is to always do as Captain Joe says. Yep.
Gotcha.
I don't care if y'all do it or not. Give up.
And you know what? The other thing that he lies to us, he says he doesn't care. Yes, he does care. He loves every one of us.
This is all I care about right here.
Oh,
Man, that looks so good. You got
now
some-
are you
what-
cooking that, or is that being cooked somewhere else?
Oh, I finished. I ate already. Why?
You ate it already.
I
All
went over by
right.
Johnny and stopped at the grocery on the way back. They have a grocery between me and him, and they had 3 pounds of those shrimp for $7.99.
Well, that's pretty
Y'all
good.
bought it back.
Did you make that with did you mix it with pasta or just
Why?
like it is?
I'm gonna show you. This is
Oh,
this is the
okay,
full thing
okay.
here.
Hey,
Oh, there it is.
That's seasoned in butter and olive oil, right?
Man, that's making my mouth drool.
and then I put some Watch Your Sister sauce in there,
What's
and
this
it
here
turns it a
sauce?
little more brown, right? And then I put it on French bread. You see the
Oh,
color of it
Ooh,
with the Watch Your
yum.
Sister sauce, right?
what do you think of
Yeah,
that,
it's nice.
TJ?
It's
That
nice
looks
to have
pretty
a
good.
friend. Nice to have a friend that feels sorry for you because you couldn't go to South Florida, and I got to eat with all my South Florida stuff.
we're here illegally.
Oh, nice.
You and we will deport you. You will never.
But it's called New Orleans barbecue shrimp. That's what it's called, and that's a New Orleans French bread, a little bitty ones.
I thought maybe you'd have like some kind of meat in there with the shrimp or something.
No, that's all you need right there.
Oh,
That right there, look at that.
that looks really good, actually.
It was really good, and I only used a handful of shrimp out the 3 pounds. I probably got
Oh, there
about
you
10
go.
more handfuls in there.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
going to be eating shrimp for a long time.
Well, it's frozen. It's all frozen, cleaned
Yeah.
and frozen. 3 pounds for $7.99.
That's unusual. Usually it's like $14, isn't it?
That's up there. Up here, it's usually about $4. It's usually about 12.
Look, I got one of them spinners too. These are pretty cool spinners, actually. They spin really smooth.
Now, who made those?
Alexis, I
He
guess
ordered them from
had-
somebody.
Oh,
yeah,
she ordered them?
them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then had the little SFDM logo printed on it.
Good soil and you get good results. The broccoli was fantastic.
And here comes Dominica.
Dominic!
Hello.
Yeah, I had to let him in
The-
because nobody had played a sound punch.
How do you do that again?
Paul, you deserve this.
The golden middle finger.
Like I said, I don't care.
Oh, you turned on the play sound? Okay, attaboy.
Oh, you
Good
didn't know how to do it.
No, I didn't.
You see, he's playing. He went and saw it. He was going to do it.
Well, if you click enough buttons, you might find something.
Hey,
You click enough buttons, somebody got to help you fix your stream.
That's why
Yeah, yeah.
Dominic's here.
Yeah.
Joe,
Dominic about to go.
Joe, your sound is a little off. I think I don't know, you might need to turn the volume up a little bit on your mic or something.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, barely though.
Is it barely? Because I got the mic all the way up.
I
Oh,
can
do
hear
you?
it. Turn yours up, TJ.
Probably
TJ, do
mine.
this. TJ, go.
Oh, there it is. I know.
There you go.
Oh, great. Now you can hear us.
Hey, you got one of these spinners.
You keep tapping until you get right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a 3D printed spinner right there.
Yeah, I got one of them, and I also got the blue one too.
Now is that which was that the kitty cat or which one was that? Vegemite?
The black one's Vegemite. That's
Oh
Vegemite.
yeah, look at him. He's a good looking cat. That's
Old fortune
that's what they say about TJ. He's a good looking cat.
Johnny
That's
Drone
right. It felt good to get my hair cut today. Actually, I was like, because I was
Well,
sitting there, I was like,
TJ, did you get them all cut?
my hair's cut. All
Yeah,
my
there you
hair.
go. Okay.
Uh,
Because you'd be still sitting in the chair if you was doing one at a time.
yeah, I know. I know.
Hey,
Mom.
Marty.
Hi, Paul, Joe, TJ, Dominic.
The
I think that blue spinner was
Evening.
the one that was donated by Alexis, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Alexis.
actually, it's purple. Actually,
Yeah,
all right.
and this is from Brad. B-Rad.
yeah. That was last year's. The blue ones are from this year's.
Well, I got a last year one.
Oh, did you? I thought the last picture that you had there. I thought I saw a blue spinner on there.
No. You saw this.
Oh.
Old Force with drones.
Oh.
He ain't no lame duck. I think he's a sort
Whoa!
And he's talking about your mouth. Look at him.
Ah!
Lord help me.
Well, that's what Joe looks like when he's eating them shrimps.
You never saw me eat them shrimp.
Yep.
We can fix that.
Vegemite.
Yes.
Vegemite.
He's
Now,
back.
does the cat like Vegemite?
I don't really give it to her because it's very high in salt content.
Oh, okay.
I don't like her having too
Yeah,
much
it-
salt.
Hey, Brenda.
You need to start your video again. I muted your video.
Yeah, salt's bad for animals, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, Paul, turn your camera back on.
What?
Turn your camera back on.
How do I do that?
Figure it out. Where it says video on the bottom.
Bottom left-hand corner.
Picture of the camera with the red line through it.
You mean the microphone? I can click.
Yeah, well, that cut his mic off as well.
Huh, 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 Hey, there you go, TJ. He's
Get the
giving
big
you
one
the
now.
he's giving you the bird.
Now, this is for Paul. He gets a big one now. He wanted it.
Hello, Brenda.
Well, they've had 3 hole-in-ones during the par 3 competition so far.
They find problems. Whether, you know, your high school is a guidance counselor or a.
Now, which is that Vegemite again too?
Yep, it is.
Okay, it looks bigger when it was up close to the camera.
Oh, that always happens.
That's why TJ walks around with a camera on his belt buckle.
I just strap my phone to it and just have the camera going all day.
Oh, he got it. He got his light.
Ooh, nice.
All I'm telling you is I can feel a difference in the weight.
Really?
It makes a big difference.
In back to school. You know,
So he's going to be TJ. How long do you think it's going to be before he starts telling everybody? Well, the Neos is quite a nice drone.
The Neo's trash. The light made it better.
Oh,
The light saved its ass.
You're gonna
And I don't even know that yet because I haven't flown it yet.
You're gonna fly it with the light on inside your house tonight?
Yeah, I might.
Make a little video?
he's gonna chase the dogs around the house.
So, I can't wait for that video.
Because it should not say, well, I'm going to turn it on. It should not say fly in well-lit environment. If it does, it ain't worth crap.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
I thought you meant you'd ordered the hotel light.
What? Sure. How many variables are you looking at? Are you just looking at the stock market?
Oh, Boone. Oh,
Boone is limping around today. I don't know what's the matter.
Uh-oh. Maybe he landed wrong when he jumped off you early this morning.
Could be. But he'll get a good night's sleep tonight. He'll probably be better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Boone,
Oh,
boone,
look,
boone.
he's
Boone,
licking-
boone, boone.
He's licking your wounds.
He's a little licker, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Joe, do your dogs lick you all the time? Joe's not listening.
No, they don't.
Boone is a licker. He's licking all the time.
You should get him like one of those ropes with the knots at each end.
Oh, he's got one.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Does he swing it around and like break stuff?
Yeah, for the most part.
How big a rope is it? About that long?
About that
Like
big
big one.
around, big knots in the middle and on the ends.
Oh.
Why? How big's the rope you play with, TJ?
Now I'm going to have to make a new bottom to this case to make this fit.
Now, does that rechargeable or?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to add some height to the bottom part.
How long does it take for the light to charge up?
It was charged when I got it. I don't know how charged it is.
Oh,
Does it have a button you can push and see how much charge is in it, or no? Okay.
So I gotta add a little more than a half inch. Say almost 3/4, be 5/8. 5/8 of an inch on the top of that bottom to bring it up. And then I could use the case to put that in. So I might just make a whole new case.
Well, what you could do is,
I'm gonna do that.
couldn't you take some like some kind of a little liner and put it around the outside to lift it up a little bit?
No, because it's hinges. The hinges are even in the back. So what I've got to do, so I got to bring the bottom one up about 3/4 of an inch. That's easy. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch would be safe.
And one of the problems.
Yeah, I'll do that. That won't be hard.
Precedents that are going to challenge these old guard, on the very top line. Okay, and they could win. And then what does that do to them, right? So that's a problem for them in the general, like, maybe not.
does Paul have on another radio or like a TV or something?
It's probably his TV.
It's 24 years old. I think it's like.
We got 2 1/4.
I'm like, oh, right.
What you doing with that piece of wood, Joe?
I think that's me.
I'm measuring.
I'm talking about another guy.
So I gotta have it, the sides on the bottom one, 2 1/4.
The young people are on, and that's where President.
Because it's 1 3/4 right now.
They can battle it out there online.
So that'll give me the 3/4 added to it. And that should work.
Wow.
Just gonna make it a little thicker.
People online.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're live on the radio.
Easy fix. Might make that overnight. I gotta look for some, they got me from yearbook. They need some JV basketball pictures. They don't have any. I gotta find them 20 pictures. And they want a team soccer. They don't have a soccer picture.
If Washington ties the hands of America's innovators, China will gain a global economic advantage.
I'll do it later. I won't do it now.
Innovate.
Tell you about the scam that came through to me today
Stanley Steamer is
on
A
Facebook.
what? A what?
I had
that
my
came
daughter's
through?
name reversed. The middle name and the first name reversed.
It's not for you.
So I caught, when I looked at it, I saw her name. That's what I saw, right? I went to click on it and it said, you've had $3,000 in your account, added to your account. I looked at it and I didn't press anything, right? So I waited till I got here and looked at it. And then when you look into the meat of it, it says, I didn't want to do it till I got it on anyway, block it. I turned it on and looked at it. It says, what would you do if we deposited 3,000? All you have to do is give us your ID, your bank account, and we'll do that.
Yeah.
So,
I was thinking, Lord, hope Paul don't do this.
Well, I get stuff in the mail all the time wanting to give me money.
Well, this wasn't in the mail. This was what you call it. This
Here's
was on a
here's one
computer.
I got today. It says, you've been pre-approved for $3,000. Here's another one. You've been pre-approved for $5,000. You've been what the hell?
Read 'em.
what does that mean when you're pre-approved? Like, what the
Yeah,
heck
all
is
you
that?
do is call up and they should have it for you. But you gotta go through. You still gotta
It's
jump
the,
through.
it's the approval before the approval.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've
still
been,
want all your
you've been approved enough for you to call and give us all your information, and then we can reject you, you know?
Oh,
It all depends on your credit. I get checks in the mail all the time that all I gotta do is sign them and deposit them. And I take those things, I look up and say, oh, it's nice.
Yeah.
That's what I'm paying right now. My daughter's got one. She calls and says, Dad, do you get one of those checks? We need 1,700 for this. I said, I got a 1,200 one, but you got to pay it back. And she ain't paid $1 on it yet.
You know what cracks me up is they send them to make it look like they're a debit card. You know.
Yeah, it's all fake stuff.
You are pre-approved.
Yeah, I don't see why you still got it. Throw it away.
Well, I do. I put them over here and then I put them through the shredder because you know it's got a notation. It's from me. So
Well, you got to have the shredder right next to you.
well, the shredder's over there.
I just turn around and go.
Dominic, do you shred any stuff?
Johnny.
No, I don't
Where's John?
shred. I don't have a shredder.
Ah,
Hey, Johnny, what's up? Hey, Johnny, I got the last bag of shrimp they had. And they didn't even know they had it. It was way in the back behind something.
he's been
Somebody was hiding.
Johnny. He's been eating shrimp all afternoon.
I just ate one time.
Shrimp actually sounds good, actually.
I ate that for supper.
It's prawns, not shrimp.
It's prawns,
Don't
not
scam.
shrimp.
No, prawns.
Oh, prawn.
Yeah, shrimp are only tiny little things. When they get bigger, they're prawns.
Well, these weren't prawns; these are shrimp because they're about this size.
Shrimp don't get bigger than about 3/4 of an inch, maybe an inch at the most.
Yeah, these were an inch or under.
Johnny said they got more.
Let's see, the latest poem reveals how ABC's chief
Joe must be talking to Johnny right now.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they are in discussion about the shrimp market.
Yeah. So,
when I asked the ABC anchor by email for his impression, heartbreaking up close. Another Biden book exposes Dr. Jill's malpractice and how Lady Biden's insatiable lust for power screwed over the Dems. Well, let's be honest, Jill was 1,000% behind this.
what you got on your other TV, Paul?
For every question,
Now you see how this thing works? We're talking about credit. Now somebody calls me trying to give me money.
that if you remember,
I thought he was talking to Johnny for a moment.
Joe Biden should run again.
No, this is a company calling me. We'd like to know if you need any money.
Dems.
No.
Back then,
I get it for free.
Yes.
I want it for free.
not welcome, but also I think.
Well,
Johnny-
any extra money that you don't want, I'm sure that you could send it to Dominic.
Well, he said to me, he says, we see your credit, we see what you're outstanding and different credit cards and things like this, and we could pay it all off and save you money. And I said, yeah, that would be a really good idea, other than the fact that 9 out of 10 of them are same as cash, and I pay them off before I get hit.
They were hoping that they could just get through and then.
You know, I said, they have monthly payments that I've divided out that I pay, and I always buy it on 12 months same as cash or 6 months same as cash.
Now, Prince Whipple.
So I don't get an interest charge unless I screw up and don't pay it.
He was on Newsroom this morning and he said that he actually took issue with something Carl Rogan said, which was.
So that wouldn't help me any.
Of people who were covering up the Biden, mental capabilities. And Chris Whipple said.
I got a feeling that you would wrangle with them babies anyway. The guys on the phone. Do you like to kind of torment them a little bit, Joe, or what?
Yeah, I do.
I figured.
I said,
Oh,
I
I was
appreciate
like,
your thought, though. Like this.
I don't know if y'all watch like a lot of comedy shows or whatever, but there was an episode of Seinfeld when Jerry gets a phone call from one of those salesperson, and he's like, he said something in the lines of
He
Well, I
wanted
guess- I
his
guess-
number so he could call him back at his house.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
He's like, well, I guess I guess you don't want people calling you at home. It's like, well, no. It's like, well, now you know how I feel.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's a funny
Yeah.
episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah. I like the Kenny Rogers one with the sign.
Oh yeah, the Kenny Rogers chicken. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
In 2023. And I don't know how much questioning there's going to be about it, because they're going to be throwing quotes back at them, but by the time we get to 2028, and I don't know who's gonna be on the other side of the ticket on the Republican side, I think it's probably going to revert to the meaning of this is a Democratic versus Republican election, and it would be good enough to say, there was a big mistake that he ran again, we had our backs up against the wall, probably Harris didn't have enough time, and this is about you, right? That's my list.
Judge, no one is taking ownership for this on media.
Yeah.
They're just shoveling it onto Democrats.
Yeah.
Do you have the news on or something, Paul?
Yeah, it Fox News.
They're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about.
I thought it was me. The radio's
Yeah,
on
that's
in the
him.
background. I thought I had noise cancellation on.
No, Brenda, I didn't get out and fly today.
Brenda?
I ran a few errands, went and got my haircut, and then got a new poster. I was trying to go out and fly. It looked a little windy outside. Actually, I'm sitting here looking outside, and the wind's kind of blowing.
5 hours, 37 minutes.
What happens in 5 hours, 37 minutes?
If I print this.
Oh, the print. TJ's never been into printing.
Yeah, I don't
Because-
know. Now that I've got all these 3D print, I mean, like I was messaging with Bill the other day, and he sent me a few prices on some 3D printers, but still they still look pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's good. It's expensive. See, and I'd have to take, let's see, 56, 5417. I have to stop it right about here.
Jackson ahead of you. There, check down for white bird. That's not oil. Check down white bird. Thanks.
Yeah, I'd stop it right here, and then the bottom part would be blue, and then the rest of it would be white. And then it'll go into white and then into red on the top. But I need to add that much to it. It's like from right about here up. About right here up.
So you put that number in already?
Yeah, that's all done. I've added it. But this would make it deep enough that the thing would fit in.
Look at this 3D print. Look at this toothpaste dispenser.
Yeah, I saw that.
That sounds like something TJ just have to have.
But you know what the problem is, TJ? Since you don't have a way to plug it up, it's gonna become unsanitary quick.
Oh yeah, true. Well, I'm sure you could put like a little cork or something up his butt.
Yeah, that would work. Either a cork or you could have it hanging like a turd out with a screw top.
Yeah, like that. That'd be funny.
So I might be printing this tonight.
Now I forgot, Brenda. What you have the Mini 2 or the you have the Mini 2 or the what's the other one?
Try the Autel Nano, TJ.
Autel Nano.
Oh, she got the Autel Nano. Okay.
Yeah, Paul sold her.
But she hasn't been flying in quite a while, so.
Yeah, she said it was windy there too.
Hey, Paul, look at your calendar. When's Easter? 2 weeks?
It's the 20th, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the 20th.
So we got 2 weeks, right?
Uh,
10 days, 11 days.
10 days.
Yeah, because I gotta
Yeah.
finish printing the Easter stuff I'm doing.
A week on Sunday.
I'll probably print this tonight and then work. Might start printing this after the show. And then I got 3 more stems to do. To make a dozen tulips. And then I'll start doing the tulips overnight. So it's gonna take me 5 days, 4 days, 5 days, counting today. But I'm making some 3D printed tulips like Johnny's got. And they look nice. I went and saw the ones I was over by him today. It was nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just print this a little higher to make sure that thing can fit in there too, you know?
Brenda, you're not on Facebook or anything, or you're not
It's
on
all
any
bright.
kind of- you're not on social media, are you?
Brenda?
Is that bright enough there, Dominic?
No.
Yeah.
You got to. Well, I think she does email.
It's the big difference in weight.
Mm.
So how
'Cause
much?
the-
How if you took
It's
that? how much is-
135. It's
how much is that
135
little-
grams.
Yeah,
How?
135 and 21, but that feels heavy.
Yeah, it's 156.
Let me get the scale. I bet you
Yeah.
put it over 249.
Like just that light alone,
Yeah,
how much does
100.
it weigh?
I'll be back, guys.
Yeah, it's just going to
You're gonna
fly
go catch
ship.
that. You're gonna go catch the ship.
Okay, tick that one off. For all you playing at home, tick that one off.
No. You're going to stay.
Do you have email? If you
Hey.
do you have an email?
Hey.
Something?
Stay.
Stay, Boone. Stay.
Okay, 154.
You're still under.
Hey, you put a light on top. See,
Yeah, but
got a
it's
light. Let's
also
put a light on top.
it's the percentage change. 'Cause you're adding 20% extra weight. So
Yeah,
does
and
that
then,
change the overall dynamic? of it?
164 with a light.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Does it change the overall dynamic? Because you're putting 30 grams on it, 30
Probably
grams
gonna
out of
fly better.
135 changes the whole dynamic of it.
You know what it's gonna fly like?
Shit.
The original Avada.
Yeah.
Because
It'll
it's
probably
heavy,
feel
like
like
it feels
Georgia.
heavy like the original Avada. Because the Avada 2 was lighter and it flies completely different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Hold
hot
on.
rod. I got him.
So I might think about this. Yeah, it's 164 with the light. With a piece of Velcro, it's gonna probably go to about 168.
Yeah.
Not
but
even
you've
that.
the percentage of weight you've changed might change the dynamic of it, or it might stabilize further.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna stabilize. Because it won't get blown around as much. That's the physics I'm thinking part of. Because if it's not getting blown around as much, because of a little bit extra weight, that should stabilize it a little bit more.
Yeah, but
Because the
it's giving
Avada
a bit-
2 gets blown, it does drip. But the Avada 1 feels like a freaking bus.
Here you go.
But you forgot your drone?
I forgot my phone in my marine radio. It's like dumber than a box of rocks.
Bingo! We got it. We're waiting for that.
Yep. For all those playing at home, another
The
tick.
The first step in recovery is to admit it.
Well,
Well,
there
he's
is
on
no
about the 10th
recovery.
step.
Mm.
But what happens if you got to repeat it all the time? Admit it all the time.
So that thing's heavier than the one that I built for Ken, because the one that I built for Ken with the battery is only 151 grams.
Yeah, this is 154 with the light on the bottom.
And then probably another gram or two for the Velcro.
I think the Neo's 135.
Yeah,
with
does
a-
this-
135 all
This
up.
has got Velcro on the bottom. It's just that other piece of it's probably 1 gram for the other one.
Stay.
That's what I mean.
Sit.
We'll give it 2
Hey.
grams just to
Get
overstay.
over here.
So 166.
Okay.
What you filing down there? Hot rod?
The screw. Actually, I can show you. So yeah, there's a
Okay.
screw. There's a screw in the center of this motor that
Yeah.
holds the thing on. The problem is the mount. The
Get in
motor-
contact with
center hole-
Dusty,
The
TJ.
center hole in the
Yeah,
in the
that's
mount
what I'm trying to.
isn't quite big enough.
No.
because He
No.
drilled the holes
Hey.
for 9 and 12.
Joe,
So because he drilled them for 9, he didn't even make that center hole very big. So the screw on this motor is rubbing on the frame. So I need to
Oh.
hammer for the frame a little bit
yeah.
and
Yeah.
grind the screw
Jump up
down.
there.
That makes sense? Otherwise it's tight and it rubs. So
I thought he was gonna put the dog outside when he left.
Get back here. Get back.
poor Ken is still pretty sick today.
Yeah.
Who is?
Ken,
Ken H. Off
off
hour.
hour.
Place it here.
Oh, Ken. Oh.
He got COVID from Ray.
Oh, yeah. He called me earlier and
I'd
said
like
that he
to
had
know. I'd like to know when Ray knew that he actually had it. Because if he knew that if he knew he was sick Saturday morning, then I don't know why the hell he was running around all the people.
Yeah, because he had called me earlier and said that he had a couple of tickets to a play or something for Friday, and I looked at my work schedule and told him I couldn't go because I was working.
And Michael Wright probably had it because he got a fever.
I thought it was somebody off the cruise that had brought it.
Ray had it. That's what
Yeah, but who
Lloyd
gave it to
said.
him?
That's what Lloyd said. Lloyd said Ray had it, and Ken got it. And sure, could Ray have caught it on the cruise? Sure.
He didn't go.
All I'd really
They
like to
didn't
know
go.
is, did he know he
So
was
who
sick?
gave it to him then?
I
But,
said,
but
all I'd really
he was
like to
hanging
know
around
is
with everybody from the cruise for 3 days.
Ray was on the cruise.
No.
Ray went on a cruise earlier.
Yeah, but it's different.
Yeah,
that was a
that
while
would have
back.
been long. That would have been long gone. But
Your
guess-
cruise
I
ships are
guess my-
floating petri dishes anyway.
I guess my point is, one of the things that we don't put out for this event is, if you're sick, stay the hell away from everybody. You
Yeah.
can come, that's fine. Just don't shake everybody's hands, right? And don't get 6 inches from their face to talk to them to put the camera in their face. I'm not
I
saying
got-
don't
look, I
come.
got
I'm not
COVID.
saying
Let's do
don't
some
come. I'm
something.
just saying, take appropriate precautions.
Yeah. He may not have felt sick. May have been when he started
And,
feeling
and,
sick.
and that very well could be. Because there's lots of people that have had COVID that didn't know they had COVID because the symptoms were so light. So,
Yeah.
to be fair, you're right. He may not have known. But if he didn't know,
I
then why
guarantee
did
you.
if he didn't
he's
know,
probably
then why
kicking
did he?
himself right
Then
now.
why did he test? Then why did he? I don't know. Did he even take a test? I don't know how Lloyd found out what Lloyd found out. So
No, he said that he started. I think he started feeling bad Monday or Sunday night.
oh, got it. Okay.
And
So
then,
it
he
was
went,
later.
then he went. And
So it was
got
already
tested.
it was already later, which means, and this is the bad part about COVID. By the time you actually know you're not feeling good, you've already been
Yeah.
contagious for like 2 or 3 days.
Yep.
That's the worst part about COVID. At least with a flu, you're contagious when you feel like shit. That's when you're contagious. Because you know you're contagious. So, okay, that makes sense. If he had
Yeah, that's what I think happened.
then- If he had no idea, then he had no idea. Quite possible. Especially with COVID. Anyways, let's see if I ground that damn fucking screw down far enough. I guess I'll check that part before I put the grease on the motors to kill the vibrations, so I don't get the grease all over me. Trying to put all this back together.
Don't worry. I
I'm
haven't checked my
redoing-
emails all day. I got 43.
Oh shit! Yeah, I don't even. I get 43 in an hour for work.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't get that shit.
It's just stupid. Literally, I don't think anybody at Microsoft actually reads their email because you get too many emails. I
And then
react. I
I
react to
got
teams.
83 junk emails
Yeah.
that I got to look through a junk email because one or two will pop in there on me. There's one. That
Although I
isn't
shouldn't
junk.
say I never look at my email. I'll just say it's low priority, right? If you really, I tell everybody, if you really need me, ping me on Teams.
Yeah.
If
If
you
you
really
need me,
need me.
call me.
Otherwise, I'm getting so damn many emails. You'll be lucky if I see it.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, when I did this frame the first time, because that motor was doing what it was doing, I printed a TPU spacer to put under it to try to make sure that it would turn. And somebody said that spacer was what was causing the vibrations in the
I
frame.
got it.
I don't know if that was true or not. I don't know if it really was, but anyways, eventually I figured out, oh, this is the mod I need to do to the frame
Hello, Ed.
in order
Hello,
to make this
guys.
work.
Good afternoon.
Ed, what up?
What's up, Ed?
So TJ, did you get your answer Saturday?
About
The person that
Yeah.
was in the video that you swore up and down that you knew. That was with me.
oh, I think so, yeah.
Good afternoon, everyone in the chat.
So just to be clear, that is my girlfriend, and leave her
Yeah.
alone.
I'm hey,
Be nice.
I was just asking the question, bro. I'm just asking the
Yeah,
question.
I know. I'll just say there
DJ
was
getting yourself in trouble again.
there was somebody there that said something within earshot of her that was apparently not very nice.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say.
And I'll just say I'm not very damn happy about it. And if I find out who it is, or if Maddie finds out who it is, you're gonna have an unpleasant conversation. That's what I guarantee you.
Well,
That
that
shit-
that
that
person was
shit
definitely
shouldn't go
not me.
down.
I can tell you that right now.
DJ, nice haircut, buddy.
Oh, thanks. I needed it, man. My hair was like out of control.
And for all I know, TJ, it could have just been somebody joking around and they meant it as a joke. But you know, there are certain things you shouldn't just joke about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is this at?
So
I got an offer on that Avada setup. Let's see where this
Okay.
guy's at.
and it's joke and
Oh,
vouch.
Lord help me.
Those of us in the military don't put up with that shit.
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah.
Rod, if you need help, call me. I'm right here. Look, I'll bring this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know exactly what was said.
Right,
I
Joe?
know
I'll bring
what-
this guy.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what I was told. Whatever was said was enough to make them uncomfortable. So that
This guy's
probably
gotta be in
means it
Alaska.
probably shouldn't have been said. Whatever it was.
The guy doesn't say where he's located. God darn it. Says United States.
And the one person that actually would have known who could have talked to somebody didn't talk. So I don't know who was talking. I don't know who was saying what. So
What are you
just
looking
say-
for, Joe?
be nice.
No, I got a
Next year,
guy,
Be nice.
his handle
If you don't
on
have-
eBay
if you don't
is,
have nothing nice to say, then don't say anything at all.
is ALASKA, Alaska R. So I'm saying, I bet you it's in Alaska.
Mm-hmm. Good be, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
TJ,
thinking.
And TJ,
And
for the
I
record,
gotta find out if I got free shipping on this damn thing, 'cause I ain't shipping that for.
not only is she my spotter, she actually rides along with me. She loves being
Yeah,
in-
he's offered me 1,000 for that Avada setup. I got
Oh,
buy it
nice.
now, 1250.
She loves
Hey, you're-
she loves
you're-
being in the goggles, which is why I bought the second pair of goggles.
Oh, okay. She doesn't fly at all, does she?
Actually, that was the next thing I was going to
250
say.
off. So
We're actually starting to
125.
work on teaching her how to fly the Avata.
Oh,
Mm.
nice.
We started, just ran out of time and haven't gotten back to it yet. So over the next couple of weekends, yeah, we will. I'll teach her how to fly.
So I'll meet him in the middle at 11:25.
Mm.
And you're
What do
paying
you
for the
think?
shipping or he's paying for it?
I gotta find it. I can't remember.
So what more could I ask for than somebody who enjoys the same hobby I do?
Mm.
Yeah, that Avata is pretty sweet. But I know Maddie wants to get me flying like.
Yeah, I got free
Panama
shipping
and
on it.
stuff.
Nice.
But I figure 11:25 probably cost me about 50 to ship it. Let me see how much I'm gonna get out of this thing.
The good news is this weekend there were connections made, and I know I talked to people that I haven't talked to before, but probably the best connection that went down was her and Maddie's wife connected.
Oh yeah, looks like they got along pretty well.
Oh yeah, better. Maddie wanted Lauren to show up Friday night just because he knew she was going to be there, hoping that they would kick it off. But yeah, I'll just say it turned out far better than we thought it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I sell it for that with the shipping, if I sell it for 11:25, I might get a little more than 900 out of it.
Is that your money or his money?
That's my money I'll get. I'll make about 900 on it.
Oh, okay.
So Lauren made
But
it.
I still want to make over 1,000 because I'm probably not going to give him an offer on this. See what he does.
Yeah, her and Lauren.
I don't
hit it
know. I'll
off
probably
great.
just decline it because somebody's going to want it. And if we have a real problem with getting drones, it gives me my 2 Avatas brand new.
Yeah,
That's why I'm not in a hurry to sell it. You see what I mean? Not like I have to.
I know one thing. Ain't nobody gonna be buying a Mavic 4 Pro anytime soon.
Not with 104% tariff, no.
I don't know. DJI is gonna use those plants in Malaysia and try to mark them as Malaysia instead of China to get around it. They might try, but just the fact that it has DJI on the box is pretty dead giveaway.
Yeah,
And
but
they'll charge the tariff anyways.
those drones that they're making in Malaysia under license, there is something different about them because you can't use their batteries on the DJI ones.
Mm.
Yeah. And you know what that difference is? I can tell you what the difference is.
Intelligent flight batteries.
No, it's not even that. They're the same batteries. I guarantee you they're the same batteries. 100% guaranteed. Different firmware. That's it. They disabled it through firmware. It's no different. It's no different than what these freaking inkjet printer buttheads do, where you can't use any ink but their ink, or it will throw a fit. That's all. It's the exact same shit. I guarantee it.
I don't think I've ever bought any official Epson ink since I bought the printer.
Yeah. But so it's a similar kind of thing as the ink thing, right? Where it's in the firmware, so they know it's not theirs. That's all they did. It's literally all they did. Why would they change anything else? I'm not even sure why they bothered to hide it with that, to be honest. I don't get what the point is. If the rest of the drone is the same drone, why would it matter with the batteries? I guess because the batteries are going to be around longer than the drone will be. So
Speaking of which, what drone are you working on now?
Maddie's.
Oh. What was wrong with it?
I'm fixing it.
What was wrong with it?
Vibrations.
Oh.
Same thing that was wrong with the one that I fought for a month that kept dropping out of the air. Maddie's was doing the same thing. And we were working through the problem. And the solution is the grease for the vibrations under the motors. So
like when you're building a drone, you have to put that grease on there just to lube up the engines or whatever.
No. It's a vibration. It's dampening. So put it
Oh.
under the motor to keep vibrations from the motor getting into the frame as much.
Oh,
Cuts
gotcha.
down the vibrations. So the problem was, and this is why this is why his and mine both were flipping out, because we had the exact same controller in the beginning, which was the Speedy Bee. The Speedy Bee comes with a gyro, ICM 42688. The number I know is right. I don't know if the letters are right. Anyways, it's a newer gyro. The old gyro is an MPU 6000, but anyways, it's a newer gyro, and supposedly it's more sensitive, which helps you fly better, right? Because the gyro reacts faster to movement, all that kind of stuff. Well, not only does it act faster to movement, guess what else movement mucks with it? Vibrations in the frame. So because this gyro is a bit more sensitive, then vibrations in your frame are a bigger deal to be dealing with. I guess is probably the best way to put it. In other words, you need to take some extra precautions, which I didn't do the first time around. Took me a month to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. You know the story. But I eventually got it working. So basically I'm doing the same thing to his that I did to my red one that I call my curse string, which now flies without falling out of the air. And part of what I did was remove the TPU spacer that I had put in to deal with this freaking screw hole not being quite right. And the way I dealt with that was I chamfered the hole a little bit and ground the screw down a bit, which is what you hear me doing now. Good thing for a Dremel.
Yeah, I can hear the little Dremel going.
Yeah, and I say good thing for a Dremel.
No.
I've needed it a few times.
Bing
One
bong.
place I need it, off and on, oddly enough, short
Well,
and screws.
Paul Murray.
Why are there two Paul Murrays?
Probably because he's logged in from his phone from where he's doing the ship.
Yeah.
That's
Oh no,
Justin.
it's just Justin.
All right.
You really
Yeah.
think Paul knows how to do that?
No.
You're a little generous there, Mark.
You probably touched the wrong button.
But Justin's now changed from being Geeks Varna to Paul Murray.
Well, somebody's got to stay logged into his account, and sure as hell he ain't going to.
That one is too long.
Brenda, Johnny. That's all I see in the chat. That's TJ.
Okay. Now the
Oh,
next
yeah,
dumbass
just
problem.
Half of the
I'll be
half
back.
of the are over on Herman and Lawrence's.
I haven't even been to their live stream in like 2 years.
Who?
I always go back and watch it.
I went on
Herman
at
and
the
Lawrence. I didn't even know they still did a live stream.
Yeah,
Who
they
was
do.
it?
Scott and Johnny and Joe.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Well, TJ was on there originally and all.
Yeah, Johnny does Saturday mornings with Jones and Coffee on Saturday morning.
These
No, I'm
banana
about
jammy dodgers
those
are good.
guys on Wednesday night.
Herman and Lawrence.
Herman and Lawrence. Phantom and Novice.
Yeah. Gives me something to watch this later this afternoon.
Nova Squad.
Novice.
Is it Novice or Novus?
It's Novice.
Novice.
Some
people.
I thought it was Novus.
Or as Mark would say, the French way is Novesa.
Vasey. No, Vasey. Yeah.
Novesi.
It's not French.
I know that.
Now these
Dude, these banana jammy Dodgers are pretty good.
Mhm.
I'm
I'm
gonna lie.
good
Now
for
they
now.
have this new flavor Laura sent me called
I'm good for now.
apple and blackberry.
Mm.
And
Nice.
they're okay. I mean they're I can eat them, but
I'm good for
they're
now.
not the best tasting flavor.
Just a different flavored jam.
Yeah, it's like a blackberry and apple mix.
Oh, okay.
I mean they're okay. If I had to rate them, I'd probably give them like a 7.
I
The
think they're
bananas I'd give like an 8 or
raspberry
9.
What is it that you're eating?
Jammy
jammy
Dodgers.
Dodger.
You can buy them at Publix.
Jammy diapers?
Jammy.
Dodger.
Hell yeah, eating that jelly shit. Now
Good
you can
show.
buy these
It's
at
a cookie with cream and jam, and then another
Peanut
cookie.
butter
with a
jelly
whole-
time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Come on, guys, let's not talk
Peanut
like
butter
that.
jelly
on
with a
the-
baseball bat.
No, TJ, you can go to Publix and get them. They sell them in the international aisle.
On the diaper aisle.
And the diaper. No, but for real, what are they called? Jelly? What?
They're called Jammy Dodgers.
Oh, Jammy Dodgers. Oh.
Yeah, because we call jelly jam.
Yeah.
We
Oh.
actually found them over here. Was about 4 or 5 months back. We were at
There's
Publix and found them.
there's a grocery store that sells like international food. It's called oh, what the heck is the name of it?
Portugal, the best Portuguese food.
I forgot. It's like right there on the tip of my tongue, and I
Oh,
can't
you should go
spit
check it
out.
out. You might find some good shit in there. You'll get you some.
Yeah,
hopefully
That's
there's
what you could
Vegemite
do,
there.
TJ. You could do some videos of you trying different sweets out of there.
Yeah.
Hey Ed,
Go on.
Oh, I think I could what the heck is it? It's like right. Oh shit.
Google it. Mark, what were you saying, Dad?
Ed, have you got Spa over there?
Have what? Sorry?
Spa, SPAR
What is that?
Apparently
Like-
not.
market.
No.
No.
They're actually Portuguese.
Okay.
Probably under somebody else's name, like a different name.
Yeah.
We
Could
got
be.
lots of Portuguese stores here.
Although it could be something that you do have, you just never noticed it because you weren't looking for it, you know?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
another point. Good point. Good point.
Because like the Jammy Dodgers, they've been in Publix and Walmart even has them.
No, it's
And
a
I've
shop.
never noticed them until we found them at Publix.
It's actual shop.
Oh, that's what's called Presidente. Would Presidente have Jammy Dodgers?
That sounds like a Spanish.
Sounds like Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe a Mexican specialty store. I don't know. You can go in there and see what they have.
That's
if
why you
they
get all
put
your nacho
international.
stuff.
Well, I'm saying if they have international in the name, they should have multiple countries. If not, then they're just lying to you.
Yeah.
International could mean just, one extra country. It doesn't have to mean everything. Canada is
It could be
international.
Mexico and United States.
Yeah, Mexico,
Then they're lying then.
Canada.
No,
That's international.
no, that's lying.
It's like a softer, nicer version of Matt. Shut up. Ugh. He's a less aggressive Matt. I ain't talked to Matt much the last couple weeks.
Yeah, I haven't chatted to him in a while.
I talked to him last week and this past weekend. One
No,
time,
I haven't
but
chatted to him in a
That's a
couple of
good
months.
girl.
that was the first time I talked to him in like a couple weeks.
I love you too much too.
Now, he's got to come back to Melbourne again. We had great fun that day.
I'm sure
We
he'll
had
make
another
a
fly.
trip
That
back
was
up there.
hilarious.
Matt's always going places. You just gotta tell him, hey, just make up.
Yeah.
So why don't you set your guys off another meetup and actually plan it ahead of time now?
Yeah.
Talking
Yeah,
about
I
Matt
reckon we could.
Northeast.
Yeah. Yeah, TJ,
I
when
remember
you
when,
come to Australia,
I remember
TJ,
when,
you gotta
yeah,
come to Australia, TJ. You gotta come.
I know. I remember when Dennis came over there. Him and Matt hung out for a pretty good minute. And then Dennis got chased by a koala bear.
That's a trip, man.
And then Dennis like, I'm never coming back to Australia.
I'd like to go over there at some point, but fuck, it's expensive flying over there.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, well, Dennis gets good deals. Well, Dennis also flies all over the world, so he gets a lot of points and shit too, man.
Yeah.
So he gets deals on shit. Because some of the deals I think he was sending to Ron was looking them up and he wasn't getting the same price. Because, like I said, Dennis does a lot of traveling, so.
It's Big Black. Big Black's on the screen.
What?
The ship, it looks black, so I just called it Big Black.
BBC ship.
It might well be. He said, was it yesterday or this morning, that the ship he was watching on the screen was called Blackie?
Although you got to remember too, you're looking through a monitor through a camera to a monitor through a camera.
Yeah.
You really think about it. And honestly, as expensive and as big as that camera is, I don't know. It seems to have a little bit of noise in it. I've watched it on YouTube sometimes, especially when they zoom in. It gets real noisy. That's an expensive ass camera. I think they're around like 20,000 or something for one of those cameras.
Oh, shit.
Because it's got the self-cleaning shit on it too, where it like goes around and it can clean the lens off without somebody having to climb up there.
So can you? I know this may sound like a stupid question, but you know all these action figures we're making of ourselves. Can you actually go somewhere and buy one of those things? Can you go on Amazon maybe and buy one or something, or is it just something that AI is doing?
Technically, if you could get a good 3D scan of the picture, you could print it out.
Yeah, you
but the only
could.
thing you wouldn't have, like you could literally print the cardboard backing and the toys and everything. The only thing you wouldn't really have would be that plastic cover.
Yeah. So somebody could actually like 3D print that for you.
I don't know. Do they have like a clear translucent print that you could see through like plastic? Like,
Yeah, you can get a clear.
Lance did this for me, and like a couple other people are making them of themselves too. So I was wondering if you could buy.
that's what I'm saying is if you could print a clear plastic cover, you could technically make the whole fucking thing. You could make.
Yeah, I don't know how you can do the. I don't know how you can do the clear cover. I don't think it'd work because the translucent isn't that clear.
Well, I'm saying, but do they have clear though? That's like a resin almost.
No,
Not
not clear.
drone shots.
Are you sure?
Jody!
Well, I haven't found them. I found it like a white translucent, but it's kind of almost like a frosted, light frosted.
Now the other reason to have a Dremel. Shortening the screws.
There you go.
I love my Dremel. I got.
Sometimes the screws are a millimeter too long.
Well, you can always, TJ.
Huh?
You can always make the base and then just glue them.
Yeah. Whoa! Look at the sparks flying.
Or you go hit up hit up the toy
Looks
aisle,
pretty done.
toy aisle in Walmart and try to find a toy with a good plastic cover that's really cheap. Just take the cover off and then make everything else, and then like glue them to the
I don't know if
backing
it's
and then
me
put the
cutting in and out
plastic over
or
it.
Justin cutting in and out.
Wait, do what, Justin?
I said, I wonder if you could take, go to like Walmart. Hold on. That's really loud.
And get the Barbie,
Hold on.
the Barbie packaging.
Yeah,
No, what I'm saying is go and you find like a really cheap toy just to get the plastic cover off of, and then make everything else, and then glue the pieces in there, and then put the plastic cover over and glue it down.
But how would you like get your like little action figure?
if you could 3D print it.
If you could do a good 3D scan of it
Oh,
from the picture. I mean, those are pretty solid pictures. I don't see why you couldn't.
You could always put it in a snow globe.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea. Because you can buy empty snow globes that you can put shit in.
what's up, Bryant?
That'd actually be pretty cool. Let's see here. Look something up real quick.
Good afternoon, Lance. What'd you do today, TJ?
I didn't really do too much. Just went to go get my hair cut and put the went and got a new frame for my posters because the one that I had fell off my wall and
Tomorrow
broke.
in
So I did.
Portugal, there will be snowy, rainy weather with a high of 38 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 33 degrees.
In fact, come to think of it, I have seen on
Well, if you'd have used
eBay.
something stickier than silly putty to put it on the wall, it would have stayed up there, TJ.
Yeah, I know, right?
I have seen on eBay a snow globe type thing cover for putting over the mini drones.
I
And you can
wonder
put,
It was one of
you can
those.
put them on a,
One of
you can
those.
put them on a stand.
I wonder if this would work, Joe, if it was like real, if you made it super thin.
Maybe. That's kind of clear.
Yeah, because it's like, but this is like really, I'm not assuming because it's a vase, it's probably really thick. But if you
Yeah.
could make it like really, really thin, you'd probably make a plastic cover out of one
That'd
of
be a
those.
lot of work.
Yeah, well, I was looking up some toy websites earlier where you could like send them in stuff and have them make it. Yeah, they wanted a lot of money. I'm talking about a few $100
Yeah.
to make one package with your toy.
Hey
in it.
Joe, I know one material my printer does not like. It does not
one?
like PET G.
And Johnny was printing with it today.
Yeah, my settings are, I don't know. Tends to turn it into spaghetti.
Mom
I
spaghetti.
don't know whether I need to slow it down, probably.
Spaghetti.
Heat it up, probably.
Give me the picture. Useless crap. All right.
Okay, those screws. That appears to be pretty loose.
Because
Okay.
that's literally the hardest part
Great.
of making that would be the cover.
Mr. Johnny said he's still printing.
Oh
Yeah,
crap!
he's printing valve stems. That's what he was doing.
Shit, I need to ask Maddie which one's his arm switch.
That's pretty clear filament. It's really thin.
I put my receiver on because he uses Crossfire and I use ELRS. So I put a ELRS receiver on so I could fly his drone. But I just realized, oh yeah, his switch layout is different than mine. Oh crap.
Welcome back, Mr. Paul. How was the shoot?
Not too good.
Uh-oh.
I mean, the old fart that I am didn't do too well. You know, it's like my fingers and people bothering me, and you know, just.
What you flying? What you flying? What you flying?
What do you mean? What am I flying?
No,
No, he was doing an
you said you, had,
impersonation.
you said you had people bothering you, so I was there. I was kind of.
He was being the people.
And they had dogs, and the dogs were pissing on my shoes, and oh man.
Oh Lord! Oh my God!
I thought you were a fire
Dogs
hydrant
on
or
your
what?
shoe.
Yep.
Don't wear red shoes.
Dog would have been flying into the river. I'll tell you that.
You better fucking believe it, Justin.
Well, and then I didn't take off on time. I took off a little late, so the ship was already. Yeah. Anyway, so I had to go up and get the ship coming up further. It just is a fucking mess.
A fucking mess.
Wow.
You were fighting with Boone on the way out.
Yep. Well, and then that threw my back out.
Well, why didn't you put him outside?
Because it's cold out there. And plus, he's been limping a little bit. I don't want him running around.
Might have helped the cold, might have helped the limp.
I don't know, but I'm going to show you my abortion here if you're ready.
Your abortion.
Yeah, I don't want to see no abortion. I don't agree with it.
Okay, here we go.
But there's a dude walking.
He didn't even wave to you.
Well, that's the people that were there down there. That's their son.
Oh.
Should have waved.
Because they were standing on shore waving at him because they just came in last night from Las Vegas.
Oh wow.
DJ.
Huh?
So that was his dog peeing on you?
DJ, remember how you
Very,
said
very
the boat was
cinematic.
black?
Oh what?
Remember how you said the boat was black? It's
Oh
red.
yeah. This was the one that look. Okay, yeah. Now it's brown. It's brown. It looked black on the screen.
That looks
TJ,
red.
get your eyes checked, TJ.
That's red.
You know what that AI website would be smart to do is actually start selling those.
There he is walking down the side of the ship. He's going to go to the bank and wave at his mother.
Oh, good.
Like actually offer to sell you one if you like it.
That would be cool.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You know, you better get a nice big can of that eye wash shit. You know, just.
Looks good to me.
They moved.
That's pretty good.
Trump moved it to 125.
That's funny. That's pretty funny. Oh goodness.
Nice. Nice moves there.
You get your eyes out of the grinder, okay?
Yeah.
There he is there too. He's at the stern of the ship.
Oh, is he going to jump?
No, he was waving. He was waving goodbye to his mommy and daddy.
Bye.
Now he's going to go back and walk up to the bow of the ship and
Where did Joe go?
where'd the dildo go?
I'm
What?
still here.
Oh, you weren't on the phone. The thing. So I found a company happyworkers.com, but you have to order a minimum 5,000 figures.
Mm,
There you go. I
definitely.
can order 5,000 of them and sell them to all the 100
It'll
people in
sell
the
out
drone
really
community.
quickly.
It's only gonna cost you 50,000.
Mhm.
Yeah, they want a minimum 5,000 quantity order, and they'll get it to you in 26 to 32 weeks from concept to delivery.
Wow.
No, never mind.
What?
That's the problem is you probably couldn't find a company that'd be willing to make one. You'd literally have to go to a manufacturer. Because I can't find any. I found one company
Good one,
earlier, but they wanted
Sunstar,
like
Brenda.
$300-400 to do it, just to make
There'd be
one.
setup cost as well.
Ain't that the truth, Brenda? No, just kidding.
That's why I said if they were smart, man, because everybody's been jumping on the AI action figure thing. Man, that website should have set up a manufacturing where they could actually make them for people and they could order them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just all over social media. Everybody's doing that.
Yeah, I've been seeing other people that aren't even.
Oh, I've seen
from
40 or
all
50
over
different
Facebook.
versions of it. I've seen it on 3 different platforms.
Yeah, I tried. I can't get in.
It says make yourself into a real life action figure with AI. It's like it's not real life because I can't touch the fucking thing.
Oh, okay. Good one, Johnny.
What's Johnny lying to you about?
He said he's making himself a bobblehead.
There you go.
Oh, now China's up to 125% tariffs.
Yeah.
So he relaxed all the rest of the tariffs for 75 different countries that want to negotiate. He suspended them for 90 days so they could come to the table and negotiate them.
Yep.
2 of them already offered to go to 0 on theirs if we went to 0. And then Israel wiped $200 billion in deficit. They just said they were going to get rid of the whole deficit for him.
That's good.
But there's 75 countries that do want to negotiate that are coming to the table. And all those ones got a reprieve on the tariffs, but China got another, what was it, 21%?
Good.
On them.
Yeah, it's 125 now.
Yeah.
And he stopped for 90 days. He put a stop.
But not for China, he didn't.
No, not China. No.
Yeah.
But the other ones.
Yeah, China's pissing him off.
I don't think China is going to back down, though.
You know what the best part about it is? Stock market went up 3,000 points today.
Yeah, if you would have bought low in the last few days.
Yeah.
Or the last week or so.
You'd have made about $3.
Buy at the dip.
Well, it depends on how much you spent. If you would have put a couple grand in on some decent stocks.
Yeah, I would have won about 100.
Oh, bobblehead. That's what he said. I thought he said something else.
What you thought he said, DJ?
Well,
I really want to know.
And I thought Johnny said he was going to go take a bubble bath, but then I said a bobblehead.
Oh, damn, you got Joe to do it,
DJ, after you get done cleaning your eyes, clean out your ears, okay?
Hey, Johnny, you taking a bubble bath?
A bubble bath.
That's pretty good.
Are you taking your rubber duckies with you, too?
Yeah, rubber
I'm
ducky.
glad I left.
You're taking his rubber duckies with him?
All I know is I'm glad I left before he took a bubble bath.
Oh, you could have scrubbed his back.
No, no.
Wait, hold on. So if something costs $2,000, then it would be 4,500, right? With the tariffs.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yep.
Oh, dude, that Mavic 4 is going to be expensive, Joe.
it's gonna be 6,000 by the time it gets to
I told
America.
y'all I wasn't buying it in the get-go.
You
Yeah,
guys,
Matt,
all you
you
guys
heard
have
what
to
That's why
come
I'm
to
so mad at
Canada.
myself I didn't buy that Mavic 3 Pro.
you heard what Apple did, right? Apple flew in about 6 plane loads of fucking phones. They packed 6 cargo planes full of phones and sent them over here before the tariffs kicked in, so they
Oh,
could
they
get
were
them in
smart.
the country.
All you guys gonna have to come to Canada to grab them.
Well, you guys are actually not able to get some stuff now because of all this. Like the Nintendo Switch that's coming out is actually now delayed for the pre-sale because of all the trade war that's going back and forth.
Yeah.
So some of the newer stuff you guys won't even probably be able to get your hands on it. That was one thing I was watching. Some Ordinary Gamer was covering that yesterday. He was talking about because he's from Canada, and he was talking about how there's a delay now on the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out because of all this. I mean, that's just one item, but there are going to be a few things that are going to get delayed because of it. But like I
Is
said,
that
it's just a transition period.
Is Dow an acronym for something?
No, it's the Dow Index, the New York Stock Exchange.
Tell TJ don't buy stocks.
No, I think I have stock in something. I think.
What do you mean you think? You should know.
Yeah,
Your
I
investments
don't know.
are.
I don't pay much attention. Pretty much sometimes.
Yeah, TJ's got stock of spaghetti and meatballs in his larder.
I was telling one of my friends I tend to walk around in a haze and pretend I know things.
That's it. TJ could do, if you ever watched Faulty Towers, he could do an impersonation of Manuel,
Oh yeah.
the Spanish waiter. I know nothing.
Oh, I gotta open my window. It's fucking hot in here.
See what the stock market's at right now.
Freaking raining outside hard.
Oh, it is raining?
Yeah, hard.
Oh.
As of 1 hour ago, S&P 500 went to 9.5%, soared to 9.5%.
Oh shit. Down 13.5.
No, it's up 9.5 as of an hour ago.
No, it's down 13.5% from
hold
what it was on January the 20th.
Yeah, it'll go back up there. I mean, it was as low as that back in April of 2024. So it's not like this is the first time it's dipped that low. Wasn't this big old fucking crisis everybody was trying to make it out to be.
Is it true what we see on the news here in Canada about
Probably
the
not.
states, about this, everybody in the states having protests against him?
Against who?
Yeah, there was
Donald Trump, against Trump.
Yeah, there was some protests
Not
around the
everybody,
country,
probably
but
about 20,000 out of 80 million or whatever.
Ah,
I don't know, I'm just saying, like,
no, they've been
it's like-
protesting for weeks now at the Tesla dealerships too. But they did a like a nationwide protest thing today, or was it yesterday? Or
Yeah,
was it today? No, it was yesterday.
it was over the weekend.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of it was, but yeah, they were calling for people to go protest. There was some pretty big protests, and then there was a bunch of little tiny ones.
Oh, okay. Because you know how media is, right? They make it bigger than what it is.
Oh, most of our media is very left here, so they're not on the same side as Trump. So everything he does is bad, whether it's something good or not. They'd rather just see him fail and admit that he actually did something decent. They never report the right news, and it's not any better on the other side. It's just you got to do your own research, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what? What's funny is if you look at most of the protests here are actually boomer age people at these protests. And the theory behind that is because more boomers actually watch cable news than younger people do, because more younger people are out there on the internet looking at things, researching stuff. They're bouncing all over the internet. And they think that that's why there's because if you look at the age range at a lot of these protests, there are a bunch of between like 55 and 80-year-olds. And they're assuming that's the reason why you don't see a lot of young people out there, because they just don't believe anything the news says, where a lot of these people are sitting at home and they're just taking in what they're seeing on their cable network box, because they're watching cable. That's all they watch. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a plausible argument. I don't know if that's exactly true, but I have looked at a lot of videos of protests around the country over the last couple of weeks, and it does seem to be about 80 to 90% of the boomer age crowd. And then the funny conspiracy theory behind it is Elon represents technology and computers, and that's old people's bane of their existence.
Well, plus a lot of the protesters are being paid money to do that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they say that. I have not actually seen any proof of that.
Well, the IRS
all the
says
signs are exact, all the writing's exact.
I'm
It's
not
like you're
saying
getting
that,
printed out and handed
and
out.
I understand all that, but I have not actually, out of all the people I watched, all these independent channels on YouTube that are going to these protests, anybody hasn't yet produced a single shred of evidence proving that. But if you look at like what you were saying, Joe, you would think that might be the case.
Yeah.
Pam Bondi's got investigators that have got a list of people.
Yeah, she said they've got evidence.
Yeah, but we haven't seen it, so
yeah,
I don't take anybody's word for it. I want to see it.
She's probably getting ready to take them down.
I like Pam Bondi, but I want to see the.
I like it too.
But like I said, I want to see the evidence first. I don't just take anybody at their word like that.
DJ, what do you got to say about that?
I don't really know too much.
Oh my God, we just burnt his brain.
I'm sorry, DJ.
You need to work today. Wake the hell up.
No comment. No comment.
I'm sorry, DJ. I put you in the
It's
spot.
okay. No worries. No worries. You're good.
He's gonna text me later. Why you put me in this spot?
I don't know. I just listen and pretend I know what's going on, but half the time I don't really know.
You don't need to pretend. Just listen, and you'll know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then look things up if you're curious. That's what I do.
Yeah.
DJ, next time just go.
Just nod and smile.
Yeah, just go with it next time. Yeah, I agree with that. Justin was right. Yeah.
No, it's gonna rebound, Brenda. I mean, he's already got a confirmed $5 trillion coming back in. Plus, we're making 2 billion a day off of the tariffs that aren't even suspended right now. So
No matter what, everything's gonna go up. You want to buy a car, it's gonna go double.
well, that's the thing is anybody who is actually paying attention to all this and actually kind of looked it up and studied up on it a little bit will realize that there is going to be a transition period where things are going to get expensive, then it's going to level back out once everything gets to where it needs to be. But you know, all these people just hear everything's going up and that's all they get stuck right there. And that's all they hear. They don't go any farther than that.
So TJ, if you need to buy a car, today is the best time.
No, well, I'm just gonna drive mine until it breaks down or until I crash it again.
I mean, at the end of the day, all we want is just equal opportunity to sell our products with every country. Like look at Canada. Canada had a 25% tariff on all dairy products coming into Canada. That's insanely high. I think we should have an equal tariff that we can both make the same and we can exchange more goods on each other. And then you can also do limit tariffs too, where say like milk or something, right? You can tell a country you can only sell 100 million gallons of milk, and then once you're past that, then you got to pay the tariffs, and then that will keep them from flooding your market with too much milk, right? So you can give them a limit of how much they can sell per item before they have to pay a tariff.
For myself,
tariffs.
For myself, I think the people that's going to suffer more, it's going to be the farmers.
They've been suffering.
I know, but they're going to be suffering more now.
Oh, they say that down here, but fucking 90% of the farms down here now are owned by big corporations. So there's not a lot of mom and pop farms left anymore. There's a lot of them that are owned by big corporations now. Matter of fact, what's his name? Bill Gates, he owns a shit ton of farms.
Oh.
He has a I don't know if it's a company or whatever, but yeah, he's invested in a crap ton of farms. He owns a shit ton of farmland.
Man, I hope Jim's okay. I didn't see him in the chat this morning. He's not in the chat this evening. I hope he's all right.
Nobody knows.
Any more news on the COVID people? Did more get sick or less?
Ray, I think Ray and his wife got COVID.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
I don't know if his wife's got. I don't think his wife's sick.
Everybody's going to suffer, Lance, for the next couple months. But we, like I said, we all knew that was going to happen. I'm willing to suffer to fuck China off in the long run, to be honest with you. China was the worst fucking thing that the U.S. ever allowed to get the way it is. That NAFTA shit back in '94 was one of the worst things that could have ever been. Allowing them into the World Trade Organization was a fucking complete and stupid idea. NAFTA was one of the worst freaking legislation ever written up. Like I love all my friends from other countries like Ed and Laura and David and everybody, but at the end of the day, my country comes first.
Yeah, I'm not Chinese.
No, no, no. I'm just saying in general.
Oh, okay.
It's nothing against y'all. That's the way I feel.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know?
happy with that.
And the way you guys should feel about your own country at the end of the day, right?
Exactly.
Just like I don't give two shits about Ukraine. I could care less about Ukraine. Fucking let Russia have it. What the fuck do I care? Yeah, affect me none. I'll still be going to work every day. I'll still be going to doing shit every day. Oh, is my thing?
Lance said you will not suffer in the long run. You will in the short run. You have 40 years of life left. Joe, Paul, and I have 15 or less.
Speak for yourself. Reason I'm saying that, I probably lived 110. You know, you have to deal with it.
Joe wants to go to 120, right, Joe?
No. Now, if all my kids are alive at 120, granddaughters maybe. If I be out on the football field at 100, still shooting pitches. That'd be cool.
I mean, Lance has a point, though. I mean, you guys have less years on this earth than me and, say, TJ do or Ed. I don't know how old Ed is, but I'm assuming he's a little younger than you guys.
Ed, what are you, about 45?
No, take another guess, guys. Come on.
51.
Oh, no.
38. It's easier just to tell us, Ed.
More fun listening you try.
Come on, guys, one more.
No,
I'm
not me.
Say late 40s.
40,
yeah.
Don't fucking tell me you're like 23 or some bullshit.
Hey, I'm
Brenda said 59, 49.
21 and a half.
JD said
How old are you?
63.
Hey?
How old are you?
21 and a half.
Oh, for fuck off.
No, Brenda got it right.
JD said 63.
Holy fuck, do I look that old? Must be.
I was thinking 40s.
Yeah, 49.
49. Oh wait, that's 69. Just kidding.
DJ, lean forward.
DJ, another 20 years for that age. For that number.
Yeah.
Oh, TJ's not far behind. How old are you, TJ? You're what, 43?
Yeah, 43. Yeah.
He said like 40. He was having to think about his own age.
Yeah, he's not sure how old he is. When TJ's out in public and somebody asks how old he is, he looks to his wife.
How old am I again?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Shit, Sarah was off a year on me.
It's your shoe size. Every time you need to know, just look at your shoe.
Sarah thought I was going to be 39 this year, and I was like, no, I'm going to be 40. She goes, oh, fuck.
So she was she getting out the papers to trade you back in or what?
No, she thought I was going to be 39, and when I told her I was going to be 40, she's like, no, she started crying because she don't like when I get older.
Oh shit, so you're the youngest?
Who?
You. On here right now.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Ed says, wow.
Wow.
Dominic, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Nearly 57.
Oh, you're still young.
Yeah, a month to go.
Heart Rod must be, I don't know, 50, 54, 53.
I think he's one more than me.
I think he's 58.
Yeah, I think he's one more than me.
And Joe, there isn't enough numbers to go high enough with Joe.
Yeah, not enough zeros.
No, you're talking about yourself, Paul.
Joe's just 61, right, Joe?
Yeah, I wish.
You higher than
No,
that?
he's like 3. Wait, you're like 4 years behind Murray, ain't you?
I'm 3.
Huh? Yeah, 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 70.
Huh?
70.
Oh, you look pretty good for 70, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, don't get his ego all started. Start calling his son up, talking more shit again.
Well, come on, guys. He does look awesome for 70. Come on.
I told that girl the other day I'm not as good as I once was, but I'm good once as I always was. Just a pain in the ass.
And Mark is probably 62, right, Mark? Mark's not there.
No, if Mark's here. Is Mark still here?
No, I want to
He's
say
here.
Mark's closer to Joe's age. Could be wrong, but
I don't think he's that old.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head out. I'll see
All
you
right,
guys later.
Dominic.
Gotta go check. Gotta go check the girls or what?
Yep, definitely.
Have a good one.
Okay, Dominic.
Dominic. The impact. Regular.
God, I remember the 08 crash. When people were buying houses for nothing. Getting like weren't doing any credit checks or anything on anybody.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that
so
messed
65
up
your
everything.
age. Cool. Len said that Mark is 65, the same age as him.
Yeah, I knew he was a little older than 63 or 61, what you said. I was thinking mid-late 60s, somewhere in there.
We're all a bunch of old fucks, you know that?
Yeah, bunch
Speak
of
for
old
yourself.
fucks.
Speak for yourself.
Right, Joe?
Speak for yourself.
Speak for yourself. He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say? Let him speak for himself. Dude, I could watch that movie over and over again. That was a good movie.
Yeah, Paul's what, like 34 years older than me?
Yep.
Fuck, you could be one of his kids.
Yeah, well, yeah. Which
Dude,
sperm?
when I was born, he was 34.
Which sperm bank did your mother go to?
I don't know. I didn't know my mom until I was 12.
I could be your daddy.
Man, you guys do look alike. I was, you know.
I don't look nothing like. You should see a picture of my dad. I look exactly like my dad. You know what's funny is there's a picture because my dad had 6 brothers, and there's a picture of all of them when they're teenagers, and then my grandma had a picture of all of us when we were teenagers, and every one of them that had a son. I mean, you would think the picture was the same fucking picture.
Oh, wow.
Because we took it in the same spot that they took it in. And the only way you could tell the difference was the picture looked a lot newer. But we looked exactly like our dads. Like, you could tell exactly whose kid was whose.
I was only joking. I didn't. Hope I didn't offend you.
As a matter of fact, nah. You'd have to go a lot harder than that, buddy. Hold on, let me see if I can find a picture of.
PJ, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I don't have any actual brothers and sisters. I have one half sister, but we don't talk at all. Like I consider her my real sister. We did have the same dad, but we have different moms, so she's like my half sister.
This is my grandmother's 9 kids, my grandpa and grandma on my dad's side. That's my dad right there in the middle.
Man, they all have epic beards, man.
Which one?
He
The one
had a
with the
son. He
which
had
one
a
with the
son.
hoodie?
Do what? No. The one in the black shirt with the navy hat
Oh,
on.
okay, that's your dad. Okay.
But his son looks identical to him. His son looks identical to him. I look identical to my dad. His son looks identical to him. And so does his and his. He was the only one that didn't have any kids.
Man, I love that second guy's beard. Holy shit.
Oh, my Uncle
Yeah.
Rick. Yeah, he's always had.
Yeah, he's got a long ass beard.
He was the one that went to prison for like 6 years because he had a meth lab and got busted by the cops. But
Oh,
then he
shit.
did his 6 years. He got out and has never been in trouble since.
Nice.
My dad let him work at his company, and yeah, he straightened his life up. He
Now,
used to
do
be
you,
really
do-
big back in the day. He's a lot smaller now, but he used to be really built back in the day.
Justin, do you see your dad much at all?
No, I haven't seen my dad in 12 years.
Is that your
Oh.
choice or his choice?
That's his choice. I've only talked to him once. He called me asking me if I'd donate a kidney to him about 3-4 months ago, and I haven't heard from him since. So
Well, what'd you tell him when he asked you?
I told him I'd do it. I ain't a fucking monster. I wouldn't let him die if I had the ability to save his life, but he hasn't called me back since then, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. And they don't
Maybe he
talk to me.
died, huh?
No, I would have known that. I got other family members that keep track of them, and they call and let me know what's going on behind the scenes. I would have known if something happened. He just doesn't call me directly and talk to me. I mean, we had a nice conversation for not talking for, 11 and a half years, but, is what it is.
Yeah.
We've tried to get a hold of him during the holidays and stuff multiple years in a row, and even Kelsey, my oldest at 17, she tried to get up with him on Facebook, and he wouldn't talk to her. And said that he didn't want to talk to her because he thought she was trying to use herself we were trying to use her to get to him. I don't know what the hell's deal is, to be honest with you. We moved out to California, and he was going to give us his house because he had just paid his house off, which I actually helped him pay off. I paid the last $5,000 on his house. And then he said he was going to give it to us, and he was going to sign it over for like, $1 or whatever for tax reasons. He was going to do that. And then he ended up getting with this woman, and came to me like a week later and told me and Sarah he wanted us to move out. And that was the last time I talked to him.
That sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, especially since I paid off the last bit of his house for him too. Pissed me off. Think I got that money back? Nope.
I would have went back and take the windows, doors, air conditioning.
And I only offered to do it because thing is my dad had money. My dad had quite a bit of money. My dad used to have a big business. He had 36 years or so with the military. And he had 6 years in the Navy, and then he had 30 years working as a captain for their fire department for the Marine base. And he got the 6 years credited onto his retirement with the 30 years he put in. And yeah, so I mean, my dad had money. and he sold his business before he moved. My dad had a big towing business. It was 5 garages, and they had about 300 tow trucks.
Oh, wow.
Like, it was a big ass business. So he had money. But the only reason I offered to pay off the last little bit of the house for him was because he was going to give it to us. So I told him I'd pay it. He was like, "Oh, okay."
Johnny's live. Johnny Drum Flyer. Johnny
Yep.
Drum Buyer. Drum
I'm
Buyer.
going to jump off. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, Justin.
Okay, Justin. Have a good one.
Probably gonna go eat some burritos now.
Here you go, TJ. This is what I've been working on. Hold on, let me get it over here. This is what I've been working on for the last 35 minutes.
Oh wow.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty awesome. That's a good
I've
one.
been putting all my patches on it and everything else.
That's fucking
No, that's
cool.
that's cool.
I like.
Where I don't see the Neo in here. Where's the Neo at?
Well, I got to go back and put that trash on there. Haven't done it yet. Yeah, I'll probably I'll probably leave that here. Probably put the Neo in one of these. I don't know why I keep putting a walkie-talkie in it. I don't want to
Yeah,
walkie-talkie.
take the walkie-talkie out and replace it with the Neo.
I might put the Avata in there with the goggles and the motion control.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's
But
cool.
once I finish this one, I quit.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna jump off too.
Okay, well, we might as well shut her down, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see everybody over at
Okay,
Johnny's.
we'll see you in the
See you in the
morning.
morning.
Yeah.
All right, everyone.
You guys